share?
Yeah.
Stories. We got all kinds of stories.
Yeah, what do you want to hear? What about what about Hugh Glass?
Oh, Hugh Glass. Oh my gosh, you got all kinds of stories about him.
Yeah,
you want to start at the beginning? I guess I don't know.
The beginning's always the best place to start.
Yeah, because he had all kinds of stories. That guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Hugh Glass. He started out.
He was a sailor.
At
the beginning.
Started out to be a sailor
on a ship.
One of the
merchant ship.
All the merchandise.
Yep.
And then he got
his ship got captured by pirates.
Pirates. Who was that guy's name?
That was.
Oh, it's like a French name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of
like. Jean Lafayette.
Yeah, Jean Lafayette. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a famous pirate too. He did a lot of damage.
Yeah. He really sailed the high seas, you might say.
He took over that ship. I imagine.
When was that? That was about 1819, sometime around there.
18, 19, probably.
Yeah, right around there.
Probably about the time I was thinking. And then somehow, I don't know how, him
and one other sailor managed to survive the battle.
And I don't know how, but they gave them a choice.
Not
much of a choice, but they did give him a choice. You either become a pirate or walk the plank.
That don't seem like much of a choice, but when it comes to life or death, Hugh, he knew how to make them choices.
He decided he was going to become a pirate all of a sudden.
So I guess you become a pirate when you're given that choice.
Yeah, him and his buddy.
They were pirates for a while.
But, terrible life.
Yeah.
I've heard stories about those. I can see why he didn't really.
Awful, terrible things that they had to do in the name of piracy.
Yeah, but then he got
they sailed
Gulf of Mexico?
Yeah, up to Galveston Bay.
Galveston Bay is where they were at.
They sailed into Galveston Bay.
I believe they pulled in there to go to shore to party it up or something.
Yep.
I reckon. Left him and his padre on the ship because they probably didn't trust him.
Yeah.
Good reason why.
But the rest of them all took off and went to Galveston Island there. That's when him and his partner decided it was time to jump ship.
To abandon being a pirate. We're moving on to something else.
And so they literally jumped ship, swam 2 miles into shore.
Better swimmer than I am. I don't think I could swim 2 miles and still
fighting ocean currents and that would have been rough.
Apparently they were good swimmers because they made it.
Must have been. Yeah.
Once they got in, they started heading inland.
Then they just started heading inland.
Figured the pirates would be hot on their tails after them.
That, and then there's the natives.
Yeah, the natives of that area.
Some of them natives in that area practice cannibalism.
And it's nothing better to eat somebody else than eat your own people.
Yeah, you don't eat your own people. You eat somebody else when you're a cannibal.
So that was a problem they had. They had headed on in. They traveled for quite a while, wasn't it?
I bet you it was close to 1,000 miles they traveled
inland.
Inland.
Oh, inland. Just living off the land. And they had to have been pretty good to survive that long and travel that far until their luck ran out.
Yep, that's... What tribe was that captured? That
Pawnee,
was...
but what
is the Wolf Pawnee.
The Wolf Pawnee, the Wolf Pawnee.
The Wolf Pawnee captured them.
And their timing...
awful timing.
They ran into the Wolf Pawnee right during the middle snag dab of a ceremony.
Yeah, a big ceremony when they happened to need somebody to sacrifice.
Oh my gosh, those poor guys. Yeah.
All the bad luck.
So the Pawnees, they were thinking, great luck for them.
Yeah.
Here comes their sacrifice. So they took his buddy first, and their sacrifices, they treat him really good.
Right at the beginning,
they fed him well.
You'd probably think you was a king.
Yeah, they probably thought, wow, this is our great day. They're getting us all fed up and giving them everything they wanted, and then all of a sudden they took Hugh Glass's partner and tied him up, and
they probably stripped him down first.
Yep, stripped him down,
tied him up. Then they
pine sap slivers.
Little wood slivers from a pine tree.
It's got pine sap
covered
all over
with pine sap, and started poking them in him.
Hugh Glass said he looked like a porcupine when they were done.
That would have been quite the awful sight.
Hurt. That would hurt. And then, when they got that all done, Chief walked over there with a big torch.
And lit him up.
Lit him up. He says he went up like a candle.
Yeah, I bet. With all that pine sap, he would have just burnt just crisp.
And then the chief comes over to Hugh Glass, and so Hugh knew what his next happened to him.
Yep.
Hugh Glass knew what was going to happen.
He figured it was his turn next.
And they were getting ready to strip him all down, and Hugh Glass, he had got some red dye off the pirate ship.
Vermilion.
Vermilion red dye off the pirate ship.
Red dye. It was extremely valuable dye.
Bright red. It looked like blood.
The color of blood.
Red. Very rare. Very rare. And
he had a little package of that.
And he figured, ain't gonna do me no good. Looks like I'm gonna be burnt. So he takes that package. When the chief walks over to him, takes that, reaches in his pocket, pulls that package out, hands it to the chief. Well, anybody that knows anything about Indian tribes, and especially the Pawnees,
when you're given a gift, it's a matter of honor. If you don't give them a better gift than what they give you, you've been disgraced.
And how could he beat that red dye? Because for the Indians,
that was valuable.
Really valuable. And the only what could you do to up the ante there? You can't get up any higher than that.
Yeah. And unless you happen to have a daughter.
Yeah, it ain't married. So he gives him his daughter for marriage.
For a wife.
And you can't sacrifice your own son-in-law. So
that's how Hugh Glass, he became the son of the Pawnee chief.
Yep, and he lived with the Pawnees for quite a spell.
Yeah, quite a few years he lived with them.
He learned a lot of stuff from them guys, traveling, how to eat different kind of stuff, how to get roots, where to survive on the roots, and helped him out later in life. Helped him out a lot.
Yep.
And one day, I think they came close to some mountain men.
Yep, came across some mountain men, and Hugh decided it was about time that he went back to his own kind. He did
kind of somewhat.
A little bit, kind of.
He always was a loner. Yeah. We can't say much about loners though, can we?
No.
Yeah, I can understand him.
He did come back and stay with his wife on occasion every so often.
Yeah, the Pawnee wife, the chief's daughter. And I assume he had a family there, probably.
He'd go trapping for a while and then come back and spend winters with his Pawnee family.
Yeah.
Not a bad life. That wouldn't be a bad life at all.
Yeah, that's one story about him.